Hey guys, Colby, Brian, Jeff here for Fanout Crew. We are going to be watching the first 7 minutes of the new Mortal Kombat movie. We are planning on watching the full movie tomorrow and doing a reaction video for that. Full disclosure, I have seen this clip. Brian and Jeff have not. Guys, what are your thoughts on this? What you think you're going to see? I will say that it is the very beginning of the movie.
I'm just very disappointed that you've already watched it. So let's get
Me
that out
too.
of the way.
No, I've seen in interviews and like from commentary from the cast and director that this movie is supposed to be one of the goriest movies ever, and I'm okay with that. Big fan of all the Mortal Kombat games, so hoping we'll get to see a few of my favorites in this. If it's truly the first 7 minutes of the
Well,
movie, I imagine
um,
we'll see some of them. So
no spoilers, but there's a reason I picked this background, so make of that what you will.
yeah.
I am interested to hear your perspectives on it afterwards because, well, I'll get into it after, but there's one thing that is going to be really interesting to hear Jeff's perspective versus Brian's on this. So, Brian, you ready to cue it up?
Thanks for getting my perspective on it and what I think.
You don't matter.
Well, I was gonna get ready, and then I was gonna ask you.
Yeah, let's cue it up and watch it.
And besides,
Such a terrible host,
I already asked you both what you thought, and Jeff just didn't say anything. So
whatever, because I couldn't get a word in.
I just realized, are you trying to be Reptile, like wearing green between
no.
Sub-Zero and
Oh,
Scorpion?
you know what? That maybe subconsciously because he was also one of my other favorite characters. But this is a R2D2 shirt. It's the Target special.
They are the trifecta.
Yeah, well, it's not rad. Is it?
So maybe that's one more thing before we start. Who's your favorite Mortal Kombat character out of any of the games?
Overall,
and which version of them, because they've changed over time.
Sure. Overall, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, Sub-Zero, narrowly beating out Scorpion, but only just. Right below those is MK2 Reptile.
So whenever you say Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, Sub-Zero, the traditional Sub-Zero with the full mask.
The mask, yes, the unmasked Sub-Zero. Like I actually prefer the Kuai Lang, I think is his name, the younger brother. I prefer his character, but the look of the masked Sub-Zero is much better, in my opinion.
What is it, Bihan?
Bihan, yeah,
is the original one, I think. How about you?
Scorpion, and then the guy that was in Big Trouble in Little China.
Raiden, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You like the earlier Scorpion more than the more current one?
I don't know the more current one. I just know the old one.
Okay.
I mean,
I
only played probably to the third game.
Remember when I forgot to ask about
movie?
Remember when I forgot to ask about Jeff's perspective?
Yeah.
All right. You guys ready?
Yeah, I don't get a favorite character. It's cool.
I did that on purpose.
Your favorite character, Sonya.
Who's your favorite character?
Mortal Kombat 2, Reptile, Sub-Zero, Scorpion. I'll take any of them, but that Mortal Kombat 2 is Mortal Kombat.
Get over here.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat 2 is the quintessential Mortal Kombat game, in my opinion. Ultimate was a huge improvement on Kombat 3. Mortal Kombat 3 should never have been released the way that it was. Ultimate should have been MK3.
Yeah, Ultimate's really good too.
Alrighty.
All right, now I'm ready. Let's watch this and then talk about what we think.
All right, I'm hovering over play.
Give me a countdown.
All right, hovering over play, and we're going to go 3, 2, 1, play. Ready? 3,
yes.
2, 1, play.
This video brought to you by Chinook. I'm already afraid. Oh, I know what that is.
Too cold.
Yeah.
You pretty much know how this scene is going to go right when it starts. That's Bihan.
Who's Bihan?
Sub-Zero. The
Sub-Zero.
original
Oh,
Sub-Zero.
shit. Get him, boy.
It's interesting they brought in the Japanese versus Chinese thing because that was always a theme in their original Rival that they never
Absolutely.
actually translated to that. It was just rival ninja clans, but
Right.
is he gonna bitch slap her with a fucking icicle? Bring the buckets! Liu Kang killed his ass with those! No!
That was exactly what I said when I first watched it. Exactly what I said.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
damn.
I cannot believe how calm he is right now. Like, I'd be screaming.
Fuck Sub-Zero.
You should not have killed John Wick's dog. Look, he's not even looking at him. Look at his
Oh,
eyes.
shit.
Yeah. Come on, Hanzo.
Oh my god.
Fuck yeah.
Dude.
Oh.
Kill them all. Damn.
Yep. Knew it when as soon as I saw it.
Yeah, you're a regular Nostradamus.
Yeah, I know. This will teach them to fuck with the Shinrai Ryu.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus. Oh.
I mean, that guy had a head, and then he didn't.
Yeah. Oh, ass kick. Damn.
Get over here.
Wait for it.
Damn.
he doesn't understand him.
Yeah, Chinese and Japanese, huh?
Yeah, but he knows what he's saying, just by the look on his face.
Right.
Leader of the Lin Kuei.
Good luck.
Woo! Damn.
All right. So
Damn, that
That's
was
gonna be
badass, man.
fucking
All right.
good.
That was
So-
fucking badass.
what I was alluding to earlier is
So that wasn't like a preview of the movie. That
That's
was
no,
the
they-
first 7
that
minutes.
is you can see the credits rolling actually. When
But
she-
why
when
why did they make it into like a preview kind of?
I
thing?
think it's just an extended scene. It's kind of like some people do that sometimes. They'll release a scene of the movie. They chose to just release the very first 7 minutes.
Okay. So that wasn't leaked. That was planned.
Oh yeah, I saw-
Okay.
yeah, it was totally.
See, I thought it was leaked.
No, it's a long trailer basically.
Yeah, it was fucking awesome.
So earlier I was alluding to the fact
They do that to build up hype for people that would not typically be into Mortal. They're like, that's a stupid video game, and then they watch the first 7 minutes. And they're like, oh, I do need to watch this.
Yeah, that got me pumped up, man.
I get-
punch you in the face.
I saw, dude. So for those who don't know,
Fucker.
Jeff and I are both fathers. Brian has never had sex in his life, so I was curious to see your reaction. I was curious to see your reaction.
I can't even hold up my wedding band because I'm not wearing.
My son is about his age, right? So when I was watching this by myself, the whole time I was like, as soon as you see the very first frame, you know exactly how the scene is going to go, and I was just like, dude, I can't watch this. It's so hard to watch, What are your thoughts on it?
That was tough, man. Definitely tough. I mean, you see, like because when you're a father, you put yourself in his shoes, and
Yeah, for sure.
I don't even know if I'd be able to fight after that,
Yeah.
Just I would probably lose control of my body, seeing your kid and your wife like that, alongside. But
You don't
like
count.
a kid is, I mean, they're so innocent,
Right.
My first thought was, where's the other kid?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have
I
have a theory about that, and we'll talk
Yeah.
about it. We'll talk about it in the during the
Yeah.
full movie, but unless you want to talk about it now.
Maybe that's Cole Young.
Yeah, so I don't think it's him directly because I think I think Cole is a descendant of that baby. At least I think that's what they're trying to make you think. Maybe it's a little too obvious, but I wouldn't be surprised because of the whole tattoo thing. Like we've seen that in the trailer. Cole has that tattoo, and I love how on the in the original trailer he says he says it's a birthmark, and then somebody says, "What do you mean?" And this chick says he was born with it, and I was like, "Oh, okay." As opposed to the birthmark that you get when you're 21. You're like, what the fuck? Like, what the hell is that?
Well, so they asked, "What do you mean?" Because they actually explained that in one of the trailers. That mark appears on people that are chosen to compete in the tournament.
Yeah, I think the scene is probably like cut up into different scenes, and in the trailer it's like it's a birthmark. What do you mean? He was born with it. Thanks. Like
Well, I mean, they might have been
Captain
asking, "What do you
Obvious.
mean?" Because like we saw it appear on Hanzo in that scene. He didn't
Yeah.
start with it; it slowly appeared
right
because he was chosen.
Yeah, maybe
And
that. Yeah.
if you know the lore of Mortal Kombat at all, he is tricked into this whole thing.
Right.
So
And I'm interested to see. I did find out yesterday this movie, whether it happens or not, they filmed it as if it is the first part of a trilogy. So this movie is going to be the first act of you can say Lord of the Rings
1, 2,
style
3.
thing.
What I've
But,
seen so far, it's gonna be fucking good.
and
Yeah.
I know I'm back in my day when we didn't have the internet to read. We had instruction booklets for the games that we had.
Yeah, and they were always
And
wrong.
There were no cheat codes.
They were, but I had Mortal Kombat 2 and Mortal Kombat 3, and there was this like they had character bios for every character in the game, and I used to sit there and read that shit
Same.
from
Yeah.
front to back.
Dude, I watched all the
And-
cartoons. They had this cheesy ass like show on
I remember
TNT.
that. The
They came
live action one.
It came on after like WCW Nitro was Mortal Kombat Conquest. It came on at like midnight, like in the summer, and
Yeah.
it was horrible. But it was also like I was like,
It was Mortal
16
Kombat.
at the time. I was like, holy shit! I'm seeing Spider-Man, Sub-Zero, and Spider-Man's on my screen right now. Sub-Zero and Scorpion fight each other. Like, I mean, we'd already seen it in the movie, but the show even went even further than that. You know.
Well, do y'all remember the shit stir that game caused? Like,
Oh yeah, the
Hey,
what is
older
it? The
generation.
Super Nintendo didn't even have blood. Remember, it was sweat when you would like uppercut
well,
them.
that's I had the Sega Genesis.
Yeah, you were the
and
lucky
you
one.
had you had to put in the code.
Oh yeah, there was a
get the
blood
blood.
code. That's
Do
right.
you know what the code was? I know it by heart because that's how many
Well,
times I played the damn game.
See,
I know
was
the Super Nintendo one. Select A, B, right, left, down, up, start.
yeah. See,
And
I
that would
was
give you the cooler stuff menu to.
I wasn't
Sega.
I wasn't
was-
lame, so I never had a Sega console.
Sega
so,
was
you know.
ABACAB. ABA.
That's right, yeah.
CABB.
Sega does what Nintendo.
Oh God, you're gonna get
Yeah, in your face.
I'm about to get kicked. Yeah, I'm gonna kick you out of the chat.
Green
here.
Lantern.
Green Lantern. What? Because of the shirt I'm wearing? That's clever. Black Lantern. What the hell?
Not real.
Yeah, there is. There's Black Lanterns.
Yeah.
Well, okay, nerd.
Yeah.
Whatever.
We're all like, actually, there.
Well,
is.
actually, I'm alternating lowercase and caps right now, and I'm typing like. All right, so
Oh, jeez.
overall,
I'm stoked, dude. That's
Dude,
fucking awesome.
Yeah,
I can't wait to see it, man.
I am really excited, and I hope that they do the story justice because people always get confused. I'm like, which Sub-Zero are you talking about when you say Sub-Zero is your favorite? And they're like, what do you
Yeah.
mean, which Sub-Zero? And I'm like,
Yeah,
Well, that's what I say because I didn't know
Yeah.
there was
So,
Yeah.
is it B or Bi-Han? It's
Bihan.
Bi-Han, right? Bi-Han
just like Chun Li,
is-
you know, from Street Fighter.
Okay. But
Li. Never mind. Sorry, I thought you knew fighting games.
Yeah, it's like Chun Li.
yeah,
Except beyond.
I've had one beer. Okay.
Well,
So, no, Bihan is the original Sub-Zero,
yeah,
which is the older brother.
he kills
He
Scorpion.
Yeah,
In lore,
he does
he
all
kills
this
Scorpion.
evil stuff to Scorpion, and then Scorpion is trying to get revenge, and he actually thinks. I think he kills.
No, So Scorpion basically makes a deal. It sort of changes. Like in the original
Yeah.
one, it's sort of like the devil. Like he just becomes a specter, a demon. We find out later I think Quan Chi is involved and everything.
Yeah,
and
Quan Chi
and he kills Bihan in the end of, you know how like in the original Mortal Kombat Liu Kang wins the tournament, you know, that's the canon. Scorpion kills Bihan, and in Mortal Kombat 2 Sub-Zero shows up and Scorpion is like, what the hell, I already killed you. Turns out he's his brother. He's more on the good side. He fights more for Earthrealm than like Bihan is straight up like just for himself. And
Shithead, yeah, killing kids.
yeah,
and
his brother,
pipes.
the younger brother's name,
Yeah, so-
younger brother's name is Kuai Lang. I don't know if we expect to see him in this movie. I
So
don't know.
it's
Yeah, I
it's
don't know.
Bihan's brother is the second Sub-Zero?
Yes,
yes.
and he's
So who did y'all say
the
that
guy?
Scorpion's baby is?
I think
The guy
he
from the
is
trailer.
the new character,
Cole Young, the guy from
You
the
think it's
trailer.
who?
the new character in the movie, the new main.
Oh,
character.
okay.
He doesn't exist in the game.
Yeah.
Like this is
A lot of
that's a
people
new
thought he was kind of like a combination of like Johnny Cage and Young Jin and
Well,
some other people.
Scorpion looks pretty aged in this movie. Like how far
Yeah,
well,
do you think he'll-
he becomes ageless because like
He's
so he
basically
makes
a
a
demon.
deal with a sorcerer
oh,
to
Jesus.
become like basically Ghost Rider. He's the
Yeah,
spirit of vengeance.
That's why when he takes his mask off, it's all, you know, fire and stuff and
Right.
skull and
Okay.
stuff. Yeah.
So, but what they don't explain, and I imagine they make it into the movie, so potential spoiler is that whole thing there with Bihan killing his family. In at least one version of the lore, that's actually Quan Chi pretending
Yeah.
to be Bihan, kill his family because he couldn't get Scorpion to compete in Mortal Kombat.
Right. We find that out at
So-
the end of MK4.
So yeah, so now this is the setup for Scorpion.
I don't think they're going that route personally. but-
Mortal Kombat is your chance to get your revenge because Bihan will be there.
Okay.
So that was like the way that he got lured into Mortal Kombat because he originally is very honorable, even though he's always portrayed as sort of a villain. He's
Right.
actually was a very honorable guy.
So, do y'all think that Scorpion's going to be the main character in this movie?
Um,
I think
he,
he will be a lead.
he's not in it very much.
Oh, really?
That's my understanding. I don't know. That can mean a lot of things.
Quit researching shit.
I didn't. I haven't. No one's told me anything. I'm saying I don't think he's in it very much. I think they're gonna.
Well, then don't say he's not in it very much. Say, I think he's not gonna
that's
be in it.
that's my that's my gut feeling. Just because I think that's kind of what he does. Like he hangs out in the nether realm and then kind of shows up whenever like he's needed. And I can't
Even
tell.
with his baby. Like, do you think he takes his baby
Oh
if he
yeah,
goes to this other realm?
that's a good question because they didn't show the baby in the crib, and if Bihan had done something, I feel like they would have. I don't know if I could have seen that. Jesus Christ! But this movie is supposed to be ridiculous with the R rating. Like I don't think they're pulling any punches. Like pardon the pun, but
I'm stoked for that.
yeah, I think you're gonna see Scorpion fight. Like he's gonna go in and out and be tracking Bihan, but I don't think we're gonna see him literally in the tournament because I don't know how much this movie is actually. I don't know. That's a gut feeling I have.
I think he's going to be basically a third party. They're trying to track down Sub-Zero, and then this other ninja just kind of keeps interrupting things.
My point is Cole
Young
and the Earth Realm characters are going to be the main focus. Like Sonya and the trailer made it seem like Kano was kind of on their side. I that's never really happened to my knowledge, right? I mean, Sonya and Kano have always been against each other.
Kano's
just kind of been for himself.
They were forced to pair up in one of the games for the common good. I don't remember what the circumstances were.
I just meant Kano never really fought for Earthrealm. He was always just sort of for himself, right? I mean, he was just trying to get rich.
He was always a mercenary, basically.
I'm gonna go back and watch this again because when they only showed like a quick peek of Goro. Is it Goro?
Yeah,
Goro. He looks good.
Yeah, and I it was so quick. I'd like to because
we can watch the trailer right now.
It was bad. The first movie, he looked like claymation.
Wait, he was a puppet. A puppet, yeah.
Oh, was he really?
Yeah, he was a puppet. He wasn't claymation.
And I always liked Goro. I always thought it was like, fuck, dude.
It was a crazy harness that this dude wore, and so his face was actually like in his
like chest. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It was I think it was done by Henson.
Probably.
It wasn't horrible for back then. It wasn't bad. But like looking back, it was like that was pretty shit.
The worst is when he falls down. He's all like, oh.
But no, if they do a trilogy, that's awesome because then we get some.
I think they will
new Cybot.
I think this is going to do way better than I expected.
My only thing that I am not looking forward to in the movie, and this might polarize people a little bit. I do not like Scorpion's modern look, like with the hood and all that stuff.
Yeah, the more like you liked a more traditional old. Like that was the problem with the ninjas is they all looked the same and they were literally just a color palette swap. But
I get that.
But I felt the same way.
Still add flair to it.
I felt the same way you did when they what was that one Deception where they basically made Sub-Zero like Super Shredder. I was like, nah, like give me his alternate costume where he had the dragon medallion and he had his mask back and everything. That one was good. I feel you on the Scorpion stuff. His Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 costume for me was the best one.
That's the one where it has like the black ribbing on the blue.
Yeah, and their shoulders are more kind of like pointy and pronounced and stuff. And
plus,
I missed him a lot in the original Mortal Kombat 3. I was like, oh, they have a yellow ninja, cybernetic ninja, Cyrax, and I was like, it's clearly they're trying to make him Scorpion, and I didn't really like it. A lot of fans hated that original version of 3. That's why they made Ultimate and brought back Katana, Melina, Reptile, Scorpion. They had some legit favorites from MK2 that were not in.
And they finally introduced Ermac.
Yeah, technically Ermac was in Combat 1, but it was like a error macro and it was like shortened into Ermac.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a glitch.
Yeah, in the original arcade game. Yeah, in the original arcade game, if you did a certain combination of things, it would say like Welcome Ermac or something stupid like that, but it
Yeah.
was Mac, which was error in a MAC address thing. Like it was a total game glitch, but everyone was like, "There's a hidden character. We got to
And
figure out who he
he was
is."
he was red because like that was the error or whatever the glitch. It made him look red because it was actually like Reptile is in MK1 as a secret character, and Ermac was like if the game had been I don't know the exact details of how to make the error occur if it was random, but like Ermac was an error of Reptile. Like it would just randomly glitch and he'd be red, and then the game would like freeze or something. Like
Yeah.
dude, I saw I saw a Polaroid of it. One of my friends took a Polaroid of it in the arcade. I was like, "What are you talking about? You're such a liar." I knew about Reptile because I'd done it, and he's like, "Nah, dude, it's a red ninja. His name's Ermac." And I was like, "Bullshit!" And he showed me a fucking Polaroid of it, and I was like, "How the hell have I not heard of this?" I mean, I was like in sixth or seventh grade, maybe. I don't know.
I miss those days where like you really had to
Yeah. Hey,
like
remember
network with the other gamers.
remember arcades? So, so anyone who's watching who's
Do I remember arcades?
Yeah, there you go. Less than 18.
Yeah.
So arcades are a place you go. Well, here, let me see. So outside is this place where
Shit
like
fucked everything
you're
up.
you're not in your house. I know it's a hard thing to imagine, but like you leave your house and you go to this building where there's machines that you touch and use your hands yes, it's like a baby's toy.
That you have to pay for.
Yeah.
Over and over with
Arcades
quarters.
like don't exist. Like it's crazy how they're like they basically don't exist anymore, and not necessarily because of COVID. They just you don't see them.
Yeah. That's like that Terminator 2 game in the corner has had 200,000 quarters through its coin
Jesus,
counter.
you should be
That's-
rich, man. What?
That's 50...
Oh, are you using the same quarter over and over? Yeah.
No, this is
I'm
before
kidding.
I got it.
Jesus Christ,
Obviously,
Brian. I'm aware,
But
Brian.
people don't know what arcades are. So
That's true. Yeah, good point.
But that's 50,000 freaking dollars have passed through that coin door.
That's nuts.
That's insane. I miss real arcades.
Yep. Maybe
I
we'll
don't. I just
maybe
come
we'll-
to Ryan's.
maybe we'll do a live stream at your at the arcade one night.
Yeah.
All right, so final thoughts on the I was gonna say trailer, but on the 7-minute opening. Again, I knew exactly what was gonna happen when I first saw it, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think you're supposed to know what's gonna happen. It was hard to watch, and not because of a quality standpoint, but because it really hit home with me, and I can't wait to see the rest of it. I'm excited to see action and as I understand it, there are fatalities in this movie that they have like straight up from the game brought to life. Can't wait to see it.
Yep.
Super excited.
So, who
Yeah.
do you think's getting their skeleton ripped out of their body first?
First? Like
I
out
don't
of
know.
the named characters?
Well, we've seen it in the trailer. Jax, we see what happens. The Bihan does to
Yeah.
him. I imagine that's going to happen pretty early on, obviously. But as far as like, I don't know if he's going to do the full skeleton rip, where like in Deadly Alliance, where he literally pulls the entire skeleton out, or if they're just going to do the head rip. If they don't do the Sub-Zero head rip, or at least some variation of that, I'll probably be a little let down.
Maybe Johnny Cage hasn't been announced for this as a big actor because he's the first one to die.
I don't think he's in it. I haven't heard either way, but I think Cole Young is like their new Johnny Cage like analog. I think they're combining him with a couple of other characters. That's my personal thing, but maybe not. I ultimately you're probably right. They're probably going to make him like a descendant of Scorpion, and we'll see how it goes. But I'm excited to see Goro. I hope Reptile is in this. I mean, there's what appears to be a Reptile in the trailer, but you never can tell. There may even be a glimpse of smoke in the trailer, maybe.
Yeah, I only want Reptile in it if it's one of the good versions of Reptile.
Yeah, not the crab lizard thing, from Deadly Alliance, but like
he needs to look like a
human
ninja.
Form.
It's cool if he shapeshifts or whatever. I'm cool with that,
Right.
but like his standard form needs to be the old school Reptile.
Agreed. Brian,
I
Jeff,
think
final
Cabal.
thoughts?
If Cabal's in it, Cabal's gonna be
So,
the first one to die.
He's in the trailer. So
He's dead.
You may not have noticed it, but he's in the trailer when Liu Kang does the dragon like fire fatality. He's fighting Cabal, and you can tell it's him because his eyes are lit up red, and he has his
Cabal's dead.
He has his hooks. He has his hook swords. Well, you have to assume that would kill him.
Actually, I know who dies first because they can get away with it. Baraka, because it won't be Baraka himself, but it'll be one of the
Rockaton, or what do they call it?
Tarkatans.
Tarkatan, yeah.
Tarkatans.
I had it backwards.
Yeah, you were close.
I'm gonna say,
yeah.
I'm gonna say Scorpion's wife and son are killed first. Boom.
They died second. So
Who was
the guards
first?
outside died first.
Ah,
the
son of a
blood
bitch.
sword,
God damn it. God damn it.
loser.
We'll fix that in post. They'll never see it.
Yeah. But we are gonna do I guess a short video after we watch the movie probably, and just talk about what we thought of the final product and touch base then.
Yep. We'll be doing Falcon Winter Soldier tomorrow, and hopefully we'll be able to also do the full Mortal Kombat commentary after that. So, like
When
and
he
subscribe.
says tomorrow, he means on Friday the 23rd.
Friday,
'Cause
yes,
I don't
exactly.
know when this video will actually show up on YouTube tonight. But
Correct. Yes, Friday. When it's actually announced. So like and subscribe. We appreciate you guys watching. We'll look for some more videos from us pretty soon. Fan out. Really? What you
Fan out.
Was that a Hadouken? That's the wrong franchise.
No,
dude.
that was me breaking my back like an old man grunting.
Gotcha. All right.
All right, later, guys.
See you guys.